Programs, politics, religion, culture, and lots more. Keep listening to Carnival Radio. Carnival Radio, enjoyment unlimited.
Good evening and welcome to News Around the World from Carnival Radio. I am Joseph Oyukola. Starting the news this evening from North America. President Donald Trump has said he has agreed to visit Beijing in April and invited Chinese President Xi Jinping for a state visit later next year, following a phone call between the two leaders. Trump and Xi, who met nearly a month ago in South Korea, discussed a range of issues including trade, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Ventai and Taiwan, according to the president and China's foreign ministry. Trump has written a social post that their relationship with China is extremely strong. In Europe, Ukraine's security chief has stated that he is hoping to arrange for President Zelensky to visit the U.S. at the earliest suitable date this month, as diplomatic attempts to end the war continue. Rustem Umerev, the head of Ukraine's Security Council, said today, Tuesday, that the U.S. and Ukraine had reached a common understanding on the key terms of the agreement discussed at previous talks in Geneva. The White House is yet to comment on the prospect of Trump-Zelensky talks. In Africa, Tanzania has cancelled next month's Independence Day celebrations, with the funds to be instead spent on rebuilding infrastructure damage in recent election unrest in the state. This announcement came as opposition and others have been calling for people to gather on Independence Day, December 9, to demonstrate about killings that have taken place following last month's disputed poll. The opposition believe hundreds of people died in the crackdown. Why? The government is yet to give a death toll and has set up a commission of inquiry. President Samiha Suluhu Hassan won the poll with 98% of the vote, described by the opposition as mockery of democracy. In Asia, 2 climbers have died after falling from New Zealand's highest peak on Arauki, also known as Mount Cook, which is known for its brutal terrain. They were in a group of 4 that was trying to climb the 3,724-meter high summit. The other 2 were uninjured and rescued by helicopter early on Tuesday after contacting emergency services the previous night. Hours later, they found the bodies of the dead climbers, still connected by the climbing harness, but authorities are working to recover them in a challenging air-pine environment. None of the climbers have been publicly identified, but New Zealand media outlet Stuff reported that one of those killed was a well-known internationally recognized mountain guide. In South America, Venezuela has told international airlines to resume flights to the country within 48 hours or risk being stripped of their clearance to fly there altogether. Several airlines have suspended their flight to Venezuela after the U.S. aviation regulator warned on Friday of heightened military activity in the area. The International Air Transport Association latter has warned Venezuela's aviation authority that residing airlines clearance will not only isolate the country further. Among the airlines affected are Spain's Iberia, Air Europa and Plus Ultra in the region. On to the last news on News Around the World this evening. An Australian senator has been suspended for a week after wearing a burqa in Parliament to push for a ban on the Muslim garment. Pauline Arzon was condemned by fellow senators and later formally censored for the stunt on Monday, with one colleague accusing her of blatant racism. The Queensland senator of the anti-immigration One Nation Party has sought to introduce a bill that would outlaw full face coverings in public. It is said to be the second time she has worn the garment, which covers the face and body, in Parliament, and said her actions were in protest at the Senate rejecting a bill. This news was brought to you by Carnival Radio News and Current Affairs Department, compiled by Oluwalagba Damilola. I am Joseph Oyokola. Good evening, and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.